he is not selfish. He didn't come only for his kingdom and nation, but for the whole of Ghana. When things are difficult for any president in Ghana, and hey darlings, it's your girl, your one and only, Ashanti, the ambassador of the motherland, Ashanti of the one and only Ashanti Kingdom. You guys, I know your princess have been away. I've been away. It's been a long time. And guys, like I said, if you aren't following my other channel where it is raining thunder, lightning, and brimstone on Chivik Inspirations, kindly do so because a lot is going on there. If you don't catch me here, like I said, you will always see me here. Yes, we do it Ghana, Nigeria over there. But this channel, as you all know, is solely dedicated to the motherland, Ghana, as the ambassador. So I see all your messages, your comments, your likes, your subscriptions, and your shares. Yes, and we are on a series of exposing, like I told you, about what is going on with Ashanti in the Ashanti Kingdom, with our one and only king, King Otumfo Osei Tutu of the Ashanti Kingdom, the only king that sits on gold upon gold upon gold. Come on, pop some champagne. And guys, we are back with another interesting, intriguing, and captivating episode of what is currently going on. Like, let's not pretend as if some things have not been going on. So recently, but hold up. Have you liked this video? You see, I came all out in my regalia as the Ashanti, right? If not for any other thing, right? Encourage your girl by hitting on the like button, share this video, and stay subscribed if this is your first time here. Now, with that being said, let's quickly delve into what we are here for. I've got two interesting things to show us in this video. First of all is the visit of the military, yes, the US Army to Ghana, to the motherland. Where exactly? In no other place than the Ashanti Kingdom in Kumasi. These white people, the military, US military, actually did pay the king, our great king, a visit. And in their context, in their message, they said they actually wanted to, come to the king, pay homage, find out exactly what the culture, the traditions, the food, the environment, everything about, especially the history, the Ashanti, the motherland is all about. And the king did welcome them. They paid allegiance. They paid great homage like God. This our king is recognized too. When I tell you he's the only king that goes global, that is international, recognized worldwide. Come on. Yes, they did paid homage, respect to the king, and at the end of the day, the king welcomed them, gave them in-depth explanation of what the culture of Ghana is all about, what the history of the Ashanti, the history of Ghana, the politics of Ghana, the governance of Ghana, the traditions, the rulership, the kings, and on and on. But one most significant thing that stood out for me was how he said Ghana is one. You see, Ghana is one because at the end of the day, unity and peace is what Ghanaians seek for. And what the king said he stands for is what? Unity, peace, and oneness. And that's been one great secret of Ghana as a people and as a country. I would love us to take a look at what the picture or the scenario of what that event actually looks like. Then we will come back to deliberate further.
It's a real privilege as a defence advisor to Ghana, Togo, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, and Burkina Faso to be here on behalf of the British High Commission in Kumasi and at the Royal Palace. I bring with me today a cohort from the Advanced Command and Staff College, Course 28. They have been visiting Ghana to find out where Ghana sits and the importance in the region for Ghana and why it's so important to the United Kingdom. We've had a look at and been privileged to meet ministers. We've met the chiefs of all the three services, and we've met the Defence Committee And we've now had the opportunity to come to Kumasi to meet the General Officer Commanding, General Puku, and have a cultural visit to learn more about the history of the region. We humbly request that Your Majesty is able to give a few words to the students and advice for us as British, and we will listen upon his words and take heed. Thank you very much. And before I respectfully ask for His Majesty to speak, I request that Captain Charlotte Ayem, the lead of the delegation, is able to present a gift to His Majesty.
It's a great honour for us to be here and to receive an audience with yourself. I here represent the Advanced Command and Staff course from the UK Defence Academy, and we have had the privilege of spending a week in Ghana learning so much about the people, the wonderful culture. We have been struck continuously by the generosity and the friendships that we have made this week. We will leave tonight back to the UK, and we also have 13 other nations represented with us on our course. We have great knowledge now of your nation. We have wonderful friendships and memories that we will take back to our nations and that will last us a lifetime. Thank you.
I welcome you to Kumasi on this visit. And it gladdens my heart to see you here in the palace. Sure. And I'm sure they must have taken you to the museum and other places in Kumasi to see where we are. So, looking at you is just like looking at my army officers who are here. So, General, the General Officer Commandant and his people are similarly doing the same things as you do, looking after us, protecting the country, and then to make sure that there's peace within our borders and everything. So, we on our part are also making sure that our people live in peace, and therefore trying to make sure that peace evolves everywhere in the part of Ghana. So, you know, Ghana is democratically elected, we elect our leaders and everything, but we need peace to develop. So my duty, together with the traditional authorities, to make sure that there's peace everywhere. And therefore, we make sure that we adjudicate over issues when there are conflicts in communities and everywhere, so that the government would also can have peace to do its developmental work. So that's exactly what we also try to do. We support the government of the day to make sure that, like a development catalyst, so that we make sure that our people have development and then have peace. In relation to education, in relation to health, we do as much as possible to complement what the government does. But Ghana is a peaceful country, democratically electing our presidents. Elections come and go, but fortunately, we've been able to sail through all these issues, because if there are any issues, there are elders like us who would also be able to complement it by talking to the politicians to calm down. Fortunately, when we speak to them, they listen. And therefore, we've been able to move through as it is time. A true example is what happened in December, where we had elections and proper handing over and everything. So, in a nutshell, we live in a peaceful country where the rule of law, constitutionality, the rule of law, it's most important to everybody. Human rights are also very much respected and everything. We are here, the west coast of Africa, and then in the Sahelian, that is where our concerns were. But I believe our soldiers here have been doing the best to maintain our borders and security for us. Recently, there has been some communal skirmishes in the upper top of the range of Ghana, where closer to Burkina Faso. But we are doing every effort to make sure that we have peace in that area. So it didn't allow for the penetration of terrorism and everything to come in. So fortunately in Ghana, I can assure you that we've been blessed with humility, understanding. Each one is a brother's keeper, and therefore we move on. Tribal wars are not here because we all live. Religious wars are not here because if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, if you're a traditionalist, you are respected. Everybody accepts that, and we live in harmony and everything. So that is exactly what we are doing. I have confidence in the armed forces. They're doing very well, but they need support also. Equipment and funding and everything. Our funding alone cannot, when they have to go, when we call them up, for example, some of the equipment that they need. I know Britain is also going through some tighter moments, but you do better than us. So we need to support. The training and everything is one, but the equipment are also some of the things that we require to support them in their training and everything. So we thank you, and I believe strongly that during your tour of Ghana, you've seen so much, you've been told so much, you've gotten to know the history and everything. So we thank you for coming. So, and you're always welcome to come to Kumasi anytime that you want. So, thank you very much for this afternoon. So,
hey, yeah, so did you see it? See, I didn't want it to look or seem as if I was just talking. That's why I decided to show it. You see how the king was giving his speech, like, guys, it's the classic, fluent, eloquent English of the king for me, because I did learn that he is a lawyer, like a lawyer. Imagine a king, not just a king, well-learned, educated as a lawyer. Oh my God, as a lawyer. When I tell you Ghanaians are educated, or the most educated people in the continent of Africa, some people will still come to my comment section to argue it. But we as the Ashantis, we know ourselves. We know what we are capable of. We know how we do it, right? So rep yourself in the comment section at this juncture if you are an Ashanti, because your princess, you're a Santewa. I am really all out for this, because we need to give honor to whom honor is due. And this is not to say, like I'll always put out a disclaimer, that every other king is not recognized. There are kings, chiefs. Everybody is important, right? No discrimination, but we are here for our king, our one and only, right? And now we didn't end there. We've got a recognition by the king with this same white, yes, US, name them England, British, I don't know which particular country, but they are put together as white, Western, right? Who actually did give a wonderful rendition in Ghana language, whether Twi or Ga or Ewe language. They sang angelically, like wonderfully. Oh my God. I watched these people sing, recognizing and honoring the king, and I was like, hold up. Since the history of my existence as a Nigerian, let me just tell you, in case you don't know, because I know my outfit is already confusing, right? But I'm in love, and that's why I'm already adopted into the Ashanti kingdom, right? Deal with it. Oh shit, baddest. Now, they sang and sang until the heavens were open wide, and the king was, very, very honored, seated majestically, smiling. And I was like, yes, I've never seen this as a Nigerian all my life. I was blown away. I was literally blown away. Because this was breathtaking, guys. What? Really? Anyways, like I said, I would just come here and talk without making reference or giving reference. I would love us to see how well, how beautiful, how angelic, how emotional these songs were, because guys, these songs are so touching. Even the commentary in between, oh my God, it broke my heart to bits. I'm like, are you sure I'm still on planet Earth? Because anyways, see, I'm all emotional. I'm all emotional. I don't know how I'm feeling, like whether I'm crying or if I have mixed feelings, but let's just watch these videos together.
Savior of Ghana, because he is not selfish. He didn't come only for his kingdom and nation, but for the whole of Ghana. When things are difficult for any president in Ghana, and there's no hope in the world, for him to use his influence to achieve what presidents and chiefs are limited by infinite word for tribalism. All tribes should acknowledge him and serve under him to be impacted grace. He is the Savior of Ghana, because he is not selfish. He didn't come only for his kingdom and nation, but for the whole of Ghana. When things are difficult for any president in Ghana, and there's no hope in the world, for him to use his influence to achieve what presidents and chiefs are limited by infinite word for tribalism. All tribes should acknowledge him and serve under him to be impacted grace.
Dear Ghana, let me tell you something. The presence of this king has helped Ghana achieve some purpose. If we don't celebrate him to the world, one day we will regret his absence. And that's when we will know how influential he was. This precious king I am talking about is Otumfuo, Nana, please, if Ghana and its leaders don't cherish you, please sit at your throne and focus on your nation, Ashanti, because we love you and we will serve you forever. We love you, Nana. We love you, Otumfu. Asante man loves you so much. Please take good care of yourself for us. Your grandchildren are proud of you. I know many people wish you death because of envy and witchcraft, but it won't succeed. Thinking of chiefs and ignorant people who speak against you reminds me of your greatness as a king. Even when faced with insults from jealous chiefs and foolish individuals, you remain committed to providing solutions for Ghana without regret. You were born for this, Nana. Truly born for this, Otumfu.
Wonderful. Did you see that? At some point, listening to this song, oh my God, I was like, my king, may your days be long. My king, may your days be long, even longer than Methuselah. We, your children, your grandchildren, your descendants, we love and we honor you. We respect you. And just like the whole world celebrates you, we will continue to celebrate you every day, every time. Guys, this music are so touching, so heart-melting, so inspiring at the end of the day. Even though I'm not done with my Twi classes, my Ghana language classes, of course, I understand that the words, the lyrics are really, really inspirational, motivational, and very, very, inspiring and very, very applaudable at the end of the day. Solely dedicated to our king in the motherland. Once again, in the person of King Otumfu Osei Tutu. Long live my king, long live my king, long live my king. The ambassador of the motherland, Osei Baddest. I pledge my respect to you. I pledge my respect to you, and I say, keep the good work, keep the flag flying. We, the citizens of Ghana, from the kingdom of Ashanti, all in Kumasi, we say well done. Now, guys, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about these videos? Because, guys, I enjoyed watching them, and that's why I decided to bring them here for our consumption, for exposition, and based on reaction and analysis. And yes, guys, this is it and this is that for what we have for today. I don't really want these videos to be too lengthy. Now, leave your thoughts, your comments, your opinion in the comments, and please do well to share this video. A Nigerian reacts, oh my God, surprisingly, shockingly, and happily to the king of the Ashanti kingdom. That's what it is. Yeah, share this video for more exposition and stay subscribed. If you stumbled on this channel and it's your first time here, I promise you will never be disappointed. So click on the subscription button, turn on the bell notification that says all notifications, right? And yes, keeping it real, happy, safe, and blessed. Coming from the stable of Vibrant Chivik, from your one and only princess, your Santoa, exactly, Osei Baddest. And I will see you in my next one. Ciao, ciao. Mwah.